Oh, so I'm waiting to pick my daughter up from school, and I'm sitting out here because she's in a rehearsal. She's got a play coming up here soon. Something to do with Greek mythology. I have to ask her again what the name is, but I think she got a part in it. She's playing one of the, I can't remember if it's one of the fates or if it's one of the witches. I think they're both like the same though, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, I got to meet my new boss today. And boy, when I tell you he came in and he is just bright-eyed and full of all these ideas and just piss and vinegar and ready to go, I'm like, oh, you poor thing, you. So I listened to what he had to say, and I mean, like, he's going to try his best to help with what he can, and that's really all you can do, right? You can just work with what you've been handed and try and make things better for everyone. And he's saying, I promise I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to get this done, and it's just kind of like, okay, you can do all that. You can promise us all that. And then he's like, okay, how about this? We'll work on it. All right, now we're in the right ballpark there, because he's coming into fighting an uphill battle. And I told him, I'm like, well, nice to meet you. I'll be out of here next year because I plan on transferring. And he asked me why. And I said, because I'm tired of the management around here. Because there is none. There's no structure within the hierarchy at all. That's what it is. I mean, refer to my last video. And, I caught some shit from some people for it. And instead of arguing them, I just deleted the comment. But yeah, he's coming in, he's saying, yeah, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to get this done. As I said earlier. My lead and I just he walked away. We're like, all right, man, yeah, no, we'll talk to you on Monday. You're going to come in next week and you're going to be doing this and you're going to be doing that. And he's, he wants to start doing stuff, like he wants to, excuse me. Yeah. He wants to, excuse me. So he wants to sit down and have like one-on-ones with us. I'm just going to take the damn hat off. Fuck it. I'm bald. He wants to have one-on-ones with the few drivers that are in the yard that I report out of, just to get an idea on like what we feel needs to like be fixed, what needs to be focused on, what needs to be worked on, so on and so forth. That's fucking great. At least he's coming in with a good attitude, but my lead and I just kind of looked over and like, oh, I remember when we were bright-eyed and just full of life and ready to go get him, and then the life just got sucked right out of us. We're going to watch that shit drain from him, and it sucks that it's going to happen. At least we think it is. I really hope it doesn't. I hope this time this is some guy, somebody that comes in and actually is able to do something. Like, make some headway with it. That's, I mean, even though I'm pretty much out the door and I'm prepared, I want to be gone, because yeah, there's the whole things on that, and I'm not going to expend any more of my emotional energy on that stuff. I hope he makes some headway. I really do. I don't want to see this guy come in here and just fail. But at the same time, we were all like, yeah, we're going to take the world by the horns when we do this. We're going to, and then just slowly, the fucking soul just left us. Like, all the ambition, everything just out the window. And it sucks that it's that way, because, like, at the end of the day, we're in an industry that is service-based. Now, obviously, it's not the food industry, but we're still in the customer service industry. It's portable restrooms. You still have to deal with people. And, he wants to start going back. He wants to do what we were supposed to be doing, or what we started doing 3 years ago and then halted on because chaos just fucking ran rampant, like doing quality control and checking on restrooms that are already out in the field, because let's face it, we're all human. And service drivers, after a while, even on my end, pickup and delivery, we become complacent. So sometimes we don't give it our all. So he wants to start doing that. He wants to get a hold of this, and he wants to get a hold of that. And he wants to do this, and he wants to do that. And I'm just like, oh boy, you're already loading your plate up so fucking full. And I know I've gone back and forth with like, hey, you know, this guy's gonna, and this is what's gonna happen, but I hope, and honestly, it's because I'm bouncing on both sides of the fence. I'm being realistic, but at the same time, I really hope this guy fucking makes some headway. I really do. I've said it already. I'll say it again. Because somebody's got to. And it just, I feel that I've done all I can do out at this branch. And, you know, at first it was like, all right, let's, you know, fucking new guy. He's an outsider. I'm gonna fucking just make his life miserable. Sorry. And, you know, I just kind of got to talking to him and a little bit. And, you know, he gave me his background and shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? And I looked at him. I was like, you're an outsider, but I'm not going to make it a point to make you miserable. I'm going to, you know, go with the flow and make things, you know, a little easier. And so hopefully that's what happens, and he can start hammering some stuff out and get them to realize that, you know, they're, the main reaction that we get from a lot of the people over in the, so I'm in a separate branch, but we're all under one umbrella. And the one thing I've noticed on the other side of things is they're not proactive, they're reactive. So it's like last minute shit, and then all of a sudden they go into a fucking complete panic. When it should be the other way around. Most people usually, in a sense, set up scenarios so in case something happens, they have a strategy. That's not how it is here anymore. So yeah, we'll see what goes on, but I figured, you know, that would be something that I would address. I know I'm not all fucking raw, but, you know, I can't do that all the time. I don't want that just to be what I am stuck with and saddled with on this, because I do like to talk about other stuff, and I do like to approach it from a different angle. I mean, if you go back down, I think it's like, if you go onto my page, with the way I look at it, the video's like third from the bottom. It's from 8 years ago, and I went on a fucking tear about blue collar workers not being jokes and how people look down on blue collar. And I'm still in blue collar, but I have a whole different approach now. Granted, yes, I still don't think that we should be looked at and treated like second-class citizens and all this other stuff, but I come at it from a more rational standpoint now. So that's my take on stuff right now. Hopefully, like I said a billion times in this video already, I hope the guy makes some headway. We'll see. Thanks for listening. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Again, I want to really get this channel some traction, and I can't do that without you guys. So thank you. And I'll see you in the funny pages.